heard that during the COVID pandemic time, the candida was one of the pathogens to start infecting. Okay. So there are almost 6.5 billion incidents of systemic infection. When I say systemic infection, system is the system circulation, I'm talking about system circulation. There are almost 6.5 billion infections per year. Okay. Out of which 3.7 are death. So that means that 50% of the systemic infection cases they are going to die. Okay, so there is no solution for this. Okay. If you look at it, out of these 3.7 million cases, 1.1 million cases is caused by single species fungi that is candida. Okay. So the candida albicans alone it gives 1.1 million cases per year wide, which is very high. 50% percentage would say it's very high. 50% cases. Okay. So therefore, we will do something so that we can either drop the develop some antifungal drugs or antifungal vaccines. So what I'm targeting is these four and they cause two kind of diseases. One is the superficial infection. Most of the you might have seen that most of the time the skin rashes or skin diseases are what we call fungal. Okay, those fungal infections are treated. Okay, there are a couple of drugs available, for example, amphotericin B and caspofungin. Amphotericin B is highly expensive, and also they are severe side. Therefore, they are generally given diabetes. Okay, because caspofungin is very very limited, hardly will get discharged very very. So something that is available is adult drugs, and somehow these pathogens and most of the fungal pathogens are they are resistant to it. That means that you don't have a single drug that will work effectively and that will not. Okay. And what are they do? There is no vaccine. Okay. So when you wanted to develop vaccines, what we thought that which approach one should take. And let me tell you that we are not the only group that we are working on vaccines. Many people are working on it, but till today there is no vaccine. So people have tried similar approach, the way people they develop vaccines for viruses, the way people develop for other bacteria. People have taken it, they have spent their time, okay, but still success rate is almost deep. So for example, there are limited more vaccines. People have tried to get peptide vaccine or subunit vaccine, bacterial vaccine. All what people have tried, like vaccine, but still the vaccine remains effective. So what is thought that if you want to develop antifungal vaccine, what should be the right approach? Right? So we did some kind of literature survey and what we realized that whatever the available vaccine programs are available, the best vaccine program that is working and successful is most of them are live attenuated vaccines. So what is live attenuated vaccine? Live attenuated vaccines are nothing but the same live pathogen. The same live pathogen, only something we have done genetically modified, therefore it is not able to proceed. It is the same pathogen, okay, but it is attenuated, the virulence is attenuated, therefore it is not able to proceed. So when the live attenuated vaccines are working, why not let's take this as an example and try to develop some kind of live attenuated vaccine for candida species. So this is what you have to understand it a little bit. Pathogen is there, it replicates inside. If it is not replicating, that means that is not process. Right? So there are three critical processes as you understand it: replication, transcription, and translation. If these three essential processes are working fine in the pathogen, that means that it is most likely to be process. Okay. So this is a pathogen that we get. Let's take example. Pathogen. all of these essential organs will colonize and will kill the organ completely. Therefore, because of the organ sepsis, the human dies of the mass. So this is the experimental strategy of pathogen is active, technically properly, transparent properly, kill the mass. And it really is so now how we have to develop this kind of then so let's say we get a state of this I can not take state to make some kind of location of the house for example you have generated a series of states and you see ice is surviving because of the defective DNA replication. It means that that strain is attenuated. Like but attenuated because there is no difference between the white egg and this mutate because it's only that there is either one of the DNA or the other. So therefore, it is replicating less in the host and it is not replicating. So that is what the strategy is. So now we identify state that is scheduled now from the so now you take this irrelevant mice and again you as a vaccine you inject the mice. So now you have group of mice now injected with the irrelevant strain, now they are called vaccinated. If you take this vaccinated mice, now it is a really happy to the white type. Now we will have to this. The green column is red and we will write this one. So everyone state is vaccinated now. Now I will go now to each and every if the mice survive, that means that you have a strain that can be explored for the vaccine. Right? Now it may happen that you may get this strain which is able to export but does not protect. It is not necessary that all the equivalent strength will protect the victim. So we take what can be done is that those defects export properly because it is not very easy. Although it is not protecting it, but it is not very easy. Therefore, this is this strength is not very easy. So in this form, you can get either a vaccine state or a drug state. Okay. So my question is that which DNA polymerase you can take because there are several DNA polymerase I can pull. That if you look at it, there are several DNA polymerase and especially in Candida, these DNA polymerase are not characterized. We are much good. Okay, I'll give you some examples. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to select a DNA polymerase. You have to select a DNA polymerase subunit that will generate a knockout sensor. But otherwise you will not be able to do. So we have generated a series of knockout strains and that we have tested it in the project. Which of the strains are suitable for knockout development or which are excellent. Now if you look at this is the DNA replication, right? With the double stranded DNA, they are antiparallel, right? And because of the antiparallel nature, the DNA synthesis is complicated. One strand will be leading, one will be continuously, another one is at the lagging strand. So, you look at the examples, I just illustrate with DNA epsilon. You remember before DNA polymerase epsilon, the lagging strand DNA polymerase, but DNA polymerase just that, a lagging strand DNA synthesis polymerase will synthesize it. Okay. So polydelta synthesizes the octadic fragments, whereas polypsilon synthesizes continuously once it's initiated till the end of it, highly processed DNA polymerase. Therefore, it is a leading strand. Now, either you can target either leading strand or so that means that either you can target any of the replication component that is required for the leading strand DNA synthesis. That means that we target DNA polymerase epsilon is also the leading strand DNA polymerase. So the DNA polymerase epsilon is a heterotapsonic protein. cytotetramer protein is that there are four different subunits. The Pol2 is the largest subunit, which is the carbohydrate subunit, where they are required for DNA synthesis takes place. Right? The phosphodiester bond is formed in the Pol2 and it has three accessories. Pol2 is essential. DPP2 is also essential because if you knock out this subunit, the cell dies. Okay, and because you cannot get even the what something that we are able to generate is the DPP3 knockout as well as DPP4. They are non-essential. DPP3 subunit is non-essential. DPP4 subunit is non-essential. So what we have generated is because interestingly, the phenotypes of all the subunits are same, exactly the same. That means that they are kind of like each other. Okay, whatever the phenotype of DPP3 is, the same as DPP4 and same as the other. I show you one small piece of data. This is academic cycle, which is the ambient temperature of what extent, by the extent that the human study, it goes down. There is no they are kind of slow. Not really compromised, but it is a little slow. However, at 60 degrees and you can see that they are not able to grow as good as it should. And also at 70 degrees not they are not. At 7 degrees centigrade, these mutants are not able to. Okay, and you can see white fabric, almost just slightly slow. So it is not exactly like white type, but it is a mutant because it's a replication defective mutant, but we are looking at having knocked out, that's what we are actually slow. Okay. The mutations go up, the rate of mutations goes up. Okay, so now phenotype, how different from the white type structurally or morphologically. So we did something like this is a white type cells as soon as we are mutating this, so we are not exactly the white type. Because of the defective application, they are children. So all these forms that I like to similar phenotype, you see here, all three they are constitutional phenotype. Just go on the normal media without any stress, they will belong to the stress. Okay. They will look at in the premium body of any change in the cell or structure or any change. If you look at it, they are having the thickness cell almost 3 to 4 times the cellular heavy. Okay. So that means that the cellular architecture, cellular composition of the cell. And when we check what is the composition of the cellular, what is found is that I think the cellular of the human structure composition of I think mechanical manner. So compared to other two also have increased because the cellular has increased, of course, the increase. So more amount of IT. So the cellular is high amount of IT. So now, side, now the mutants are there different. Different slowly, the cellular is different from what was before. The question is whether it is okay. So we did a similar experiment. So while I is able to kill, all the now we have a strain which is not able to take us, but the strain is not, can be protected. Unless it is protecting the weak and inflexible, by it cannot consider it principle that it is flexible. So this is why we consider the ice pack, but partial whether the person is available or not, by partial you can see the particular or the so excess of fungal load is quickly. So most of the essential organs will compensate right? So now we check whether they are able to protect. So this strain, although it is emergent, is not able to protect. Okay, so that means that we cannot generate this strain correction. It is not able to protect. What is the reason it is not able to protect? The reason is that this strain is highly contagious. At 7 degrees centigrade, it's not able to grow. Okay. Unless the pathogen it multiplies inside the host for some time, because most of the time for the vaccinated strain they multiply. Because if you take the Covaxin, whatever we have taken, the pathogen it gets multiplied for some time. So this is a similar principle. It has to be live. Although it is live outside, but in the host it is not live. It is dead. So what is you need to have a cell that will replicate inside the host for some time. Then only it will boost your immune response. Then only it will provide immunity for the. So look at the morphology of this. The other one, but this mutant cell, it was exactly like the white. Okay. Like not the packing. I don't know the packing was. So both these nutrients they are effective. The cellular, the thickness is also different. The composition part. The composition part one is tightening it, whereas another is tightening. So then we did a see how much of the genetic information change because this is again from the strain, and if you want to patent it or if you want to take it further for vaccine, that means this has to be different state. So we have to do a whole genome sequencing. We have done it, and two others have been but this is not a and it will have a different protein sequence. So now we took it to animal cells, and you can see here, this mutant also similar to the Livingston defective mutant. This is also okay. Now we wanted to see whether it fits in. So again you see here 1 0 this strain is giving 100%. This will get not only protect cellular also get see that they give differential protection. So this will be the first antifungal vaccines, most probably from our institute and from the world. Okay, so this is what we have done it, and So now we wanted to see how it is protecting. Because if it is protecting, that means that if the fungal should reduce. As you can see here, the wild type fungal increases when vaccinated mice and the regular state fungal will increase. Similarly, we have said that how many not high inflammation, not high immunosuppression. This is what you require in a vaccine strain. So just like a typical vaccine strain, CNA25 is able to boost our immune response, our immunity. Further we checked that which are the immune cells that are required. I am not going to the detail of it. What we have seen is that the elective immunity and trained immunity are the critical parameters, and those cells are required for providing immunity to parameters. So the trained immunity, generally the neutrophils and macrophages, they are required for other purposes. But now here we are able to show that even the neutrophils and the macrophages, they have some kind of memory. So as soon as the lymphatic, the weak cells attack it and so this is a new concept that we have shown in this paper, that trained immunity induced by fungal cells is required for products. Okay. So just to summarize this one, once we define like by cells and they have developed so basically, all the components of generally, if you see in the vaccines, the viral vaccines, also, it is the humoral immunity that is required because the antibody production for this patient, the antibody, humoral immunity or antibody immunity is the DMARD, however, the cell-mediated immunity is actually the major role. Okay, now the question is that, can we really establish that yes, we are knocking out the pulsative to its end? So what we did to strengthen our finding, we took some kind of hacker beans. We have strained with a high hacker bean. Hacker bean is wild type generally they kill in 10 days, but this hacker bean strain they kill in 6 days. Okay. So we took a hacker bean strain. Again we did a knockout of our So CNA25, this is what we are considering is the best strain that we have that can be developed for that. So just to summarize this findings, what we have done is, of course we are ready since the vaccine by targeting the registered DNA conjugate, not the vaccine. So if you target registered DNA conjugate, you can get a strain to tell that may be expert hunter by not so by targeting the registered DNA conjugate, we can generate a vaccine strain. With this, I'll stay here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bhagavatam. From this talk, it was a pin drop science. So whatever statement I made,